Hello, this is my CS50 Introduction to Programming with Python final project, and I made a Mastermind solver. My name is Alexia Deang, and I am a high schooler from Parañaque, Philippines. And the date I'm recording this is on August 26, 2024, and these are my GitHub and EDX usernames. So my code guesses a secret password made up of 4 digits, ranging from 1 to 4. Numbers can repeat. The program guesses the password based on how many numbers you tell it are in the right position. So this is the flow of my code. First, the computer gives a random guess, and from that, the user gives an input of how many numbers are in the correct position. Then, the computer creates a list of the possible guesses it can make given the number of numbers in the correct position from the previous guess. Then, the computer randomly chooses a password from this list and prompts the user again. It will stop guessing once the user inputs a number of 4, indicating that all 4 numbers are in the right position. So this is my code, and I utilized these libraries. The intertools library to create the possible combinations, which you can see in this function, the random library to choose from these possible combinations, and the system library to exit. And so I have functions for each possible user input each possible user input. So for example, if I input 1 correct, then I have functions for 1 correct in the first position, the second position, the third, and the fourth position. And same goes for when there are 2 correct and 3 correct. When there are no correct, it will get a list. It will create a list where the elements in the guess have no common elements within the number combinations in the list, if that makes sense. So I'm going to demonstrate the code now, and I'll use the code, and I will be using the code 1234 as my password. So here I have 1 correct. So there is my guess. So this is how my code works. Additionally, I try to make my code as user-friendly as possible. So when I input something that's above 4, it will tell me to input a valid number. Same thing goes when I input a decimal or a number that's below 0, or when I input something that's not an integer at all. Also, when a user makes a mistake in telling the computer how many numbers are in the correct position, eventually it will create an empty list. An example of this is when a user keeps on inputting 0 as the number of numbers in the correct position. As you can see, eventually it will create an empty list, and the computer will tell the user that there are no more possible answers. Thank you!